Oof, LeBron James, father time, catching up to LeBron. 36, about to be 37 Christmas. Big difference. Big difference from being 31, 34. Once you start hitting 37, 38, the body changes a little bit. Now, we got to allow a little bit of a curb because he's probably on something. So if a normal guy starts feeling it between 35 and 37, maybe he can make 40 playing good. But you're seeing a LeBron, you know, he never, like Anthony Davis is prone to injuries. He's a fucking China doll. That's why he goes down all the time. That's why last night he just went to jump, and by the time he was hurt before he landed last night. Anthony Davis got hurt, in case nobody saw it. He just literally jumped for a rebound and went, and then when he went down, he just rolled. Like before he landed, he was hurt. Nobody even touched him. He's predisposed for injury. His body is not built to last. Why do I know this? Because we've seen a sample size over time. We've seen a lot of sample size. Anthony Davis can't make it. I'm sorry to say it, but he can't make it. I don't think I would have made it if I had to play 82 games a season. I used to feel it in my knees after 30 games, high school and college. Like 25 games in, sometimes get a little tendonitis. Don't tell anybody because I didn't want to, have anybody think I was soft or this or that. So I played through these things, but like that's 25 games. It takes a special body type to last basketball. Not everybody's built for it. LeBron James is built for it, but he's getting older. Hey, in my fantasy league, I had the 5th overall pick, and I picked Lamello Ball ahead of Durant, ahead of Harden and all them, because I don't know how available they'll be. I know LaMelo's 19. He's going to play 82 games if he's healthy, so I'm hoping. Nobody's assured it, but you got to go with law of averages. I'll take the kid. He's that good. I know people thought I was crazy, but now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, now he could be the face of the league. Man, I got Luka the year before he went crazy. I got Russ the year before he did his triple-double thing. Now I picked LaMelo Ball, 5th overall. Looks crazy, but my trophy case looks crazy too in the fantasy. Either me or Carmelo Ortiz win every year. So that's that. Lakers still won without LeBron last night. They won 125, 121 in overtime. Westbrook had 33, but I still don't like Westbrook on the first team with LeBron. Rondo's more of a true point guard, and I just don't know. I like them, but they are old. I like Carmelo Anthony on this team because he's a shot maker. He's actually fits good with this team. He doesn't have to do everything, but they still got to figure out a way for Russ to get in there because when LeBron comes back, Russell's not going to shoot 27 field goals. He went 15 for 27 last night. So, I don't know. There's a couple guys I want to talk to you guys about. Bridges. Miles Bridges for Charlotte Hornets. He's LaMelo Ball's alley-oop running mate. He's listed as a small forward / power forward. He's probably got the height of a small forward, but he's got the hops of anybody on earth. So, look out for Miles Bridges, another young good player. John Collins for the Hawks. He really showed me a lot when they beat the Knicks last year in the playoffs. But what I really wanted to get to was my New York Knicks. I said the Knicks were back. I said they were back last year. People were like, oh, hold your horses. I'm so happy the way they're playing. The Knicks last night were so evenly distributed. They were so evenly distributed. By halftime, 10 guys were in the scoring column. Kemba Walker, let me tell you something. I love Kemba Walker, but he's not the guy he was 5 years ago. Kemba Walker I've been watching him very close. He's not the guy he was a couple years back. He doesn't rely on explosion or any of that stuff anymore. He's really basically, he's such a good veteran. He's such a good veteran that he knows when to, he knows how to get up court, a little fake here, angles, knocking down shots. He's a shot maker. So he extends the floor out because Alfred, I can't shoot past 16 feet. Peyton is not going to do it. So that was good last night. But Kemba is a shell of what he used to be, but he's still a good pro. So it's kind of like Rose. Rose is not D-Rose the MVP, but he's damn good right now, and he's in a pocket where he knows how to play at that pace. Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker are so good, they're not playing at the pace that they once did, but they're still good enough to be a better than average point guard in the NBA playing at their 80%. If you watch Rose and Walker, neither one of them bursts or cuts violently. It's kind of like they're in the flow, going down court, drop off, or their actions are premeditated and they're a little more careful. Only a trained eye could see that. They're not playing the same way. Lamello Ball, 18, 5 and 5, 31. I mean, this kid, first of all, he was classified early. He was classified in 8th grade to bump up to a freshman. So this year he's supposed to be a rookie. Last year he was still supposed to be in high school, and he was in the NBA. So I think that's pretty crazy. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Golden State is 4-0. I don't believe that they're going to stay up at the top of the West. So the two undefeated teams in the NBA, I'm going to start betting against them very soon. I'll let you know when, because the Bulls will start losing a little bit. They're not that as good as it seems with the 4-0. I like their roster. I like the Pelicans roster too last year with Lonzo Ball and Zion and Ingram. They didn't win. I know the Bulls are 4-0. I don't believe it yet, but that's the beauty of this, you know. So on the DraftKings tonight, what do we have? We only got we got a full slate, I think, tonight on the DraftKings. Let's see, basketball. We got the Charlotte Hornets, 5 over the Orlando. Orlando's tricky. They beat the Knicks the other night. Stay away from these games. I think Brooklyn will beat Miami tonight. Miami's coming to Brooklyn. I watched Brooklyn against the Sixers the other night just blow a game. So they'll probably play tough and hard the full game against Miami tonight. The Knicks, I just hope that they don't get rid of 3-4 really good players for the one superstar. I understand that in the NBA, usually the team with the best one guy wins. But there's something about it. I just love these teams with full teams. Like the Knicks have like 8 to 10 really nice players. You got Rose and Kemba. You got Alec Burks, Quigley, Mitchell Robinson, Randall, Fournier, Obi Toppin. You got a lot of different guys. That's 8 off the top of my head that I just named. And I know I'm forgetting somebody important. But the Knicks got a deep team. They play together. They play fun. And I think we should let them grow. Because last year the Knicks had a great season and Randall was the most improved player in the league. But when I watched that playoff series against Atlanta, I was so let down because you could see them choke a little bit. Like I don't want to say choke because I don't really believe in that. I think it was a learning experience to grow. Like I think the Knicks weren't ready for the moment. Trae Young and them were. And the way they got bounced last year will only help them this year for when they get there again. They will go to the playoffs. They are going to be a team. Tom Thibodeau is a defensive genius. They're playing harder than everybody. I love that. They're playing with great pace. And they got 73 pointers after 4 games. So that means that that's more than anybody ever. They got 73s after 4 games. So there's a lot going on in the NBA. The Knicks, please don't trade Obi Toppin and Quigley and somebody else to get a big name this year. No, leave this nucleus. Some of us like when basketball is being played like an orchestra and everybody's playing their instrument and it's making beautiful music. We like that. Real basketball people like that. Like, I don't want them to get rid of 3 of these good guys, these young guys, Quigley, Toppin, Noel when he comes back for, blank. No. I like this team. Give me Rose coming in when Walker comes out. Quigley, Burks. Who the hell am I forgetting? Fournier. The big men. You got Mitchell Robinson. Randall is a triple-double threat every night. Double-double, almost automatic. Guy scoring 24. You can bet it. You can put it down before the game that he's going to get his 10 boards and he's going to get his assists. He's going to get 6 assists. I bet him over 4.5 assists almost every night. He's always over. They're going to start raising that too. But the NBA is just getting started. We're just touching. I'm going to do some live broadcasts because there's so much to go on. There's so much to go on right now. I mean, I'm going to do a live watch party with everything and just talk about the whole league, have people calling in because we got We got a lot of new teams. The league is changing over. Like every couple years, you could see new guys coming in. You got a lot of new players. Bulls 4-0, Knicks 3-1, Hornets 3-1, Milwaukee 3-1, Miami 2-1. Brooklyn's 8th right now in the East. But all right, who's better than the Knicks in the East? Milwaukee? Okay. Brooklyn? Okay. Right now, I'll say Atlanta because we played head-to-head last year and they beat us. So I'll give them 3. I won't give you anybody else. I will not give you Philly. I will not give you Miami. I won't give you Chicago. I won't give you Charlotte. Won't give you Boston. No. The Knicks could easily be the number 3 seed in the East this year. The Knicks should fight for that number 3 seed and settle for nothing less. The Knicks are a top team right now. Golden State, I don't think they're going to stay at the top. Is there anybody not in the top 8 right now that will be later? Yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix is 1-2. I expect them to make the playoffs. Memphis is sneaky. Memphis blew a lot of people's bets last year. Ja Morant, Memphis, don't bet against them a lot. You're going to get them at good odds. They'll sneak by people because the bettors still bet against the Grizzlies every night. They think it's sweet with them. The Grizzlies are dangerous. Dallas with Luka. I don't know if that's a recipe for a championship. That guy running all over with the crazy shots. I like Luka, but you got to get rid of Porzingis. That's it, really. I just want to tap on basketball because it's my favorite sport. And once we get going and we start talking about specific things, we'll get into discussion. But if you want to know what's going on in the NBA right now, basically the Knicks are back. Lamello Ball will be the future of the NBA pretty soon. A couple years, but right now he's ready. He's ready. He's tremendous right now. I'm just really, really, really excited about my Knicks, and I'm just curious to see how much LeBron can last because I've always been a LeBron James supporter, but I think he gets a little too much credit. Who had a better first 10 years in their league? Because right now, if we're not going over. If we're not doing the whole resume, like Vince Carter didn't make the All-NBA 75-year team. Guy played 20 years, okay? Parker and Ginobili, dynasty, didn't play on the All-NBA team. But you know what? Let me reel myself in. I'm going to save that. I got a whole show for the top 75 snubs on the NBA, the top 75 list that just came out. We're going to talk about all that. So I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to do a regular 75 list. This is just NBA all day. Get the stew going a little bit, and then we'll do the 75 list during the week or during one of the watch parties. I'll talk about the 75 list.